1989, and we're at Cape Thorne Hall and their classic car show.
Remember those cars that you lusted after as a teenager but couldn't afford to buy, let alone insure? Well, this was one of my teenage kicks. A Porsche 928, and this is Series 2. Did you have this on your wall at home?
No, but I used to work for a lady who drove one of these, and she gave me a lift once. It's the only time I've ever been in one, and I remember thinking, this is fab, and when I've made it, I'm going to have one of these. Needless to say, I haven't ever had one, haven't made it.
She must have been so cool, though.
She was very cool.
I actually had one of these bought for me by my girlfriend when I was about 14 years old.
Was it about that big?
Yes, it was. It was a little tiny Matchbox one. They actually brought the car out in 1977. It's its 30th anniversary this year, and it was the Porsche Grand Tourer. This was the car designed to take you and your luggage across Europe at speed, and it did it brilliantly well because it's got a great big thumping V8 engine. It's got a lovely automatic gearbox you can waft across, and it was properly quick. And in fact, when they launched this car, Porsche actually described it as the fastest you could travel without eating airline food, which I think is really nice. Couldn't get away with a statement like that nowadays.
It was the fastest production car at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And this car's a 1984 and 8. It's a Series 2. They changed the front and rear bumpers. They put a spoiler on it, and through its life, it kind of grew a little bit and became a little bit more aggressive. But the pure Porsche shape is the thing that I love about it. It's got a 4.7 litre V8 engine, about 310 brake horsepower.
0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds.
Which was properly quick back then, because you think this is an auto box as well. The Series 2 got a 4-speed auto, which meant it was a little bit more long-legged.
Most of them were autos, weren't they?
Yeah, about 75% of them. The very last of the breed actually had an all-manual gearbox, and that was one of the ones that I drove way back in the early 90s, and it was just an absolute tool. I mean, it's so quick.
But the interesting thing about this is how much it cost then.
Well, yeah.
And if you calculate what it would be worth now.
Well, yeah, because Porsche really know about how to charge for their cars.
Don't they?
They start with a basic price on this, which is about 34 grand, then charge you another 2 grand for leather, which you had to have, about a grand extra for a sunroof, 500 quid for the metallic paint. You wouldn't have one of these without that. 500 quid for the outrageous stereo. So this car came out to be about £39,000 way back in 1984. To put that in context, you could buy a brand new Ford Fiesta for 3 grand. This was like 13 Ford Fiestas, which in today's money is probably a car worth about £120,000. This was kind of Bentley GT sort of money back then. This one's done 189,000 miles, but you're all going to want to know what the numbers are. Okay, so this is a 1984 on an A. As I said, the car's done about 189,000 miles, and new, well, with the spec this one had, about 38, 39, that kind of money. And today, talking to the owner that's had this car for the best part of 10 years, he said, well, probably about £4,000 is the money. Good news, though, despite the fact it'll only do about 18 to 22 to the gallon, depending on how you drive it, he's getting this car insured fully comp for 150 quid. It's a bargain.
And it's lovely.
I love it.